Good day and welcome back to Legend Knows Football TV. Another successful night in the Champions League for Chelsea FC versus Ajax. Before we get into the review, people, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the guy that subscribed or the person that subscribed in the last video. You got me to 70 subscribers and I just want to say thank you, man. Um, Before we get into the scoreline, and the starting 11 and all that, there is a player that we need to give a shout out to, man. There's a player that deserved all the credits even before the match ended. I already saw this guy being positive, just doing it all, doing what needed to be done in the position that he's playing in. And that player is none other than Jamie Gittens, guys. Jamie Gittens, man. The guy was on fire. The guy didn't give a moment's rest to the right back of Ajax. He was forever taking on that guy. Step over here, drop of a shoulder there, push the ball past him, run past him, just putting the guy under pressure. And let's see how it all panned out, how he had 45 touches, 8 touches in the opposition box, 5 crosses. He put in some deadly balls, some deadly balls. 4 duels won. You can see he's strong on his feet. 3 successful take-ons, 3 times possession won, and 1 assist, of course. Jamie Gittens. Jamie Gittens. He won the man of the match at the end of the game and fully deserved. Even though even for the fact that he wasn't on the score sheet, he had that 1 assist. He was the most outstanding player of the night, man. And everyone was performing, but he was just performing a little bit better than everyone. He showed up. He showed up looking like a man on a mission, a man trying to prove a point to the coach, saying, "I want to start." When you get into the game and you know there's a possibility of you cementing your place in the team, and all you have to do is show the coach in this game, and that's what he did. He looked like someone that's trying to secure that left wing because Garnacho had his chance, but now Gittens had his chance, and now Enzo Maresca has to make a decision going into this weekend's Premier League game against Sunderland. He has to make a decision, and I feel like Jamie Gittens needs to start this coming weekend. I feel like Jamie Gittens needs to start, but that's a topic for a future video. Let's get into how it all went down. So Chelsea won 5-1. We started off this game, confident. And Gittens is a perfect example. We started off confident, scoring in the 18th minute. Mark Gay, it was a cross into, and Fofana just laid it off. Mark Gay scored in the 18th minute. And Ajax also got a red card in the 15th minute, which made things even more easier for us. Caicedo scoring in the 27th minute, making it 2-0. Because every time Caicedo got the ball, the crowd was like, shoot, shoot, shoot. Because he has been showing us. He scored a thunderbolt against, was it Brentford, and then against Liverpool. Ajax equalizing 33 minutes with a penalty. Tossen just making a rash challenge in the box. I don't think Tossen should have made that challenge in the first place because there was another player behind him, a Chelsea player, another defender that could have stopped the guy from running into the box and doing some damage. But they made it 2-1. 45 minutes come. Weghorst makes a rash challenge on Enzo Fernandez, goes through him from behind in the penalty box. Another penalty for Chelsea. Ajax they were just all over the place. They ill discipline from Ajax on the night. Ill discipline from them. And Enzo Fernandez scores the penalty. Estevao Lively on the right wing again. Also winning a penalty. Twisting and turning. Getting stepped on. Estevao wins a penalty. We think Enzo Fernandez is going to take the penalty because he scored the first penalty. But he does. He does what a leader would do. He does what a leader would do. He gives the penalty to Estevao, 18-year-old, the prodigy, the future of Chelsea, the future of Brazil. Puts the ball in the penalty spot. He looked a bit nervous, but, at the end of the day, joga bonito, Brazilian. It's in the blood. Football is in the blood. It's in his genes. Confident penalty taken by Estevao makes it 4-1 heading into halftime. Job done. I'm thinking to myself, should I even continue watching this game? Should I even, because it's getting a bit late, early morning, next morning, but we eventually just cruise control is switched on and 4-1. Halftime comes along. Enzo Maresca makes some changes. He brings on Andre Santos, Tyreek George, Trevor Chalobah for Tosin. Just to keep the guys match fit. Achampong also comes in for Caicedo. Caicedo much needed rest. And Lavia Reggie Wells also comes in. And of course, I wanted to also mention that the starting 11, we had some key players also on rest. We had Cucurella resting, João Pedro also resting, Garnacho resting, of course, and Rhys James also resting. So that was a good sign. And then, like I said, the changes were made. Tyreek George came on. He came on for Margay and he scored a goal. Tyreek George scored a goal, making it 5-1. Chelsea just cruising to this victory. But Jamie Gittens was the standout performer, man of the match of the night. 6 points from 3 matches played. So far, I consider it a successful Champions League, but it's still early days. And I like the fact that we are not in the spotlight, that we are not being seen as contenders for this competition. So we are just doing our job behind the scenes, basically. Moving under the radar, not attracting much attention. And with this league form, I think we will definitely go into the next round. And from there on, it gets a bit serious. We can't chop and change so much. But overall, a decent performance from Hato also against his former club. Jorgensen, just he didn't have much to do in goal. But Ajax didn't make it hard for us, guys. Let's be honest. Ajax did not make it any hard for us. They didn't show up. They just came with a bag of fouls and they handed us the game, even with and also with the red card. So, yeah, I'm a happy Chelsea fan. Now we move on to Sunderland. Sunderland is a team that's a bit tricky coming from the championship. They have some tactics. I'm sure they have some tactics up their sleeves, but that will be in another video. So leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Job done. 5-1, 5-star performance from Jamie Gittens for me. And we shall see if he starts this coming weekend against Sunderland. Enzo Maresca, tough decision for you to make this coming weekend on the left wing. See you guys in the next upload. Stay safe and God bless.